Hey, episode 11, The Point Podcast, Mike and Brad.
Whoop, whoop, what?
You can find us on Facebook and iTunes. Subscribe to the show, review the show, go on YouTube, press the like button. Go on Facebook, press the like button.
Mm-hmm.
And we do a show every week. This is episode 11. We did episode 10 last week.
Fuck yeah.
And yeah.
It's a good one.
The double ones, the 11.
We are here. Make a wish. Wait, no, we only did 11, right?
Oh, yeah.
So we're like 1,100 podcasts away.
That's a lot. That's ridiculous.
Oh, God. What's the highest podcast number you've seen?
There's a lot.
I've seen the 700 one.
Yeah, no, I've seen more than that.
Really?
Mm-hmm. There's this one I know that they do a show every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And they've been doing it since like 2006.
Really?
Yeah, so they're up there. Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
I know.
That's like, I don't know how you do that. That's freaking crazy. I mean, it's your hobby. I guess that's what you do. You get off
That's
work.
their full-time job.
No, that's their full-time job.
Oh,
They
yeah.
get paid for it. Keith and the Girl comedy talk show and podcast. So is this like a radio show turned podcast?
No, it's a podcast.
Are these one of the ones you have to pay to like listen to?
You do now.
Ah, okay.
They made it to over 1,000 before they started charging, though.
Wow. Holy shit.
2,337.
Oh, what the fuck they talk about?
Just New York shit, comedy shit,
If you're-
stuff in the news.
I'm going to have to listen to this, but I can't because now I have to pay for it.
Well, here's the thing. With these guys, this Keith and the Girl guys, if you go subscribe to it, then you get every episode that happens for free. But if you want the back catalog, then you have to pay.
Oh, like all the stuff that happened before.
Yeah.
Shit.
So you could go jump in right now and get all the new ones every Monday through Friday free.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But if you want to listen back, you'd have to pay. Which is good. That's cool.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Dude, I like listening to the New York podcast people. Anyone like in a big city, it's just funny because 1, you get the accent, 2, you get the pop culture, and 3, it's just their way of talking about shit.
Yeah.
Is so funny.
Yeah, I do too.
So like the Brooklyn Johnny, Bronx Johnny?
Bronx Johnny.
Bronx Johnny, I listened to him earlier
Nice.
this week, and I was like, okay, this is fucking funny. It's like it's just the shit they
Nice.
talk about, and like the little slangs and the mannerisms they have. I was like,
Yeah.
that's funny. Probably go insane in the middle of the fucking big city, but it's funny.
Oh, yeah. And get angry at everybody.
Mm-hmm. At everyone.
So Mike brought me this chocolate strawberry situation
Mm-hmm.
today. It's nice and warm.
Delicious. I always bring it warm.
Yes.
Not to make it weird or anything. But yeah, I mean, I figured you would want some, you know. And just sadly, it happened that I was late again today. But I made it. We didn't have to change the times.
Thank God.
So I'm like sitting there, I'm driving. And I got pulled over, which we all had that fucking feeling. That cop gets behind you and you're like, I ain't doing anything wrong. This is good. It ain't me. And then it gets you and it's like, what the Fine. Okay. Now I'm going to be twitchy for the next year of driving and shit for no reason. And so,
But at least you didn't get a ticket.
yeah, I didn't get a ticket.
Yeah.
And I'm very like pro cop in a way of like cops just doing their jobs. I understand that. So even though I get all like angsty and I hate it when I get in trouble, like pulled over,
I do too.
they're there for a reason, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just like, fuck it, whatever. But yeah, so I was late and, I forgot I hadn't texted him to let him know I was going to be late. So I'm like, I'm on my way. And he's like, oh, okay, good, fine. Because I was expecting another damn Mike text.
Yeah, you almost got... I was going to text you, if you were a chick, I'd be so heartbroken.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, stood up twice, forgotten about twice, just like sitting alone in a restaurant, like, fuck.
Oh, would you...
She forgot me again.
Do you want another water? No, I don't want another water. Do you want to order food? No. I don't want food. Yeah. Well, that's life. So, plus it's rainy today.
Yeah, it is. It's going to rain for a while, it seems like.
Yeah? Oh, which is good. Because you know what that means, right? Like,
what?
It's just going to be a fucking fantastic summer.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Because we live, everyone, in backwoods.
Yeah.
And if you had a good spring, you have a fantastic summer. So it's going to be freaking gorgeous, like scenery. The mountains are going to be amazing. The lake's going to be amazing. It's just fantastic.
Nice.
So I'm looking forward to it. I hope it keeps going like this. Because I don't know. Is it with the wet summers that you get all the with the wet springs, do you get all the bugs? And with the dry ones, you don't? Because I remember that one year when I first moved up here, we had like a shit storm of wasps up here.
Really?
Don't you remember that year? It was like 2 years ago. And it seemed like every time
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fucking stupid people. But anyways, I'm looking forward to it because this rain is awesome. Plus, I'm Irish, so I fucking love it. So
Hopefully not a lot of spiders.
yeah.
Because I usually get a lot of spiders.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Well, you're moving to a different place.
Yes.
So hopefully that'll be better with the spiders.
Yeah, for sure. Because here, before I'd go in my room and then the lights would be off, and before I could go to sleep, like with peace of mind, I'd have to turn the light on my phone and check all the walls and the ceiling, and then I'd be like, okay. Because sometimes I'd do it and be like, oh, fuck.
There's the damn thing right
And
there.
it's like, now I got to get up out of bed and kill this thing. And one time I woke up in the middle of the night and Cash was sitting there on the bed staring at the wall. And I was like, what are you doing? And I turned the light on my phone and I looked at the wall and there's just this massive fucking spider.
We have some nasty fuckers up here.
Yeah.
I grew up in Utah where you have black widows.
Ugh.
And if you go into the desert, you have tarantulas.
Yeah.
And other than that, you just have little normal house, little white, whatever, brown house spiders.
Yeah.
Up here, you guys have fucking monsters.
Yeah, some of them get pretty big.
Yeah.
I don't know what they are, but they're nasty.
Well, I hear you have like 3 of them that you need to worry about. You guys have the hobo spider, which supposedly looks like it has like little punching bags on its its face, and then you've got the recluse, where I fucking have dealt with those things in Missouri. A buddy of mine got freaking bit by a bunch of them. Oh yeah, like apparently he was sleeping and there was like a nest of them underneath his bed. He had to go to the hospital. It was fucking awful. And then there's I don't know if it's just a garden spider, but it's fucking huge. It's fucking huge.
Huh.
There's big ass things. They're like this big.
Yeah, it's
like,
gross.
So thank God we don't have a lot of black widows up here, though. I deal with those in Utah.
I've never seen one of those motherfuckers.
Oh, they're crazy.
What the fuck am I supposed to tip on to-go food? Am I an asshole for not feeling like I should be tipping on getting food to go? Or should I be tipping like if the to-go food's like $12, should I be like tipping like $2? Or should I be tipping like $5?
Where's this place you're going?
Like a Mexican restaurant.
A Mexican restaurant.
So
like,
yes.
What do you mean to go food? You talk about like Taco Bell?
No. Yeah.
Well, those fuckers those people put tip jars out on their fucking counter.
No. I wouldn't tip. I can't tip them.
Well, I understand that. But
No, I go to a Mexican restaurant where it's like and there's Mexicans running around, and they come up to me and I say, "Can I just get a nacho to go?" And they say, "Yep," and they type it in and they print it out and I give them my credit card to sign my thing, and then I sit there and wait like at the bar or at in a chair that's by the cash register, and I wait, and then they come out with a bag and they hand me my to-go food.
No, I wouldn't tip that.
Really?
Yeah, because
I'm throwing like $2. I'm tipping like $2.
Well, you're a nice guy, but like tipping like with waiters and waitresses and stuff like that, like if they like seat you and they like take your order and they converse with you and all that kind of stuff,
come and check on you.
Yeah,
and
then
get
you have a time frame of like dealing with them. But if the only time you see this person is when you give your order and then you get your order, there's no real point to tip.
I feel like I'm gonna ask one of them. I almost asked this lady the other day, but that was at like a sports bar kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And I just sat at the bar and she got me water, and I had water, and I ordered my food to go, and that's it. And then she gave me my food and I was out. Mm-hmm. I was gonna ask her like, what should I be tipping on to-go food?
I don't usually tip. I do tip for pizza drivers.
Oh yeah,
because they're fucking flying all over the place and they're having to pay for their own gas, as far as I know. So I'm kind of like, hey, I didn't have to come pick up the pizza.
Yeah,
like
tipping delivery guys is pretty standard.
Yeah, you do that.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's kind of to go.
Yeah, I'm into going into a restaurant though and getting it to go, and
if you can afford it,
with it.
If you can afford it and it makes you feel good, then fucking just do it. Otherwise, you're gonna be feeling weird. So
yeah.
It does make me feel weird, so I don't fucking tip it. I tip waitresses, and I tip delivery people.
Bartenders.
Okay. So bartenders is kind of a manipulation thing, though, because if you don't tip, they ain't going to fucking pay attention to you. So you're kind of paying them to pay attention so you can get your drinks quickly.
Yeah. So, I don't usually tip them much, though. Like, if I get like a $5 drink, I'll give them $1.
Yeah. Oh, I'll usually drop, like, if I get a $5 drink, I'll drop a 10 and say, keep it.
Fuck.
But that... And then I don't have a problem getting a drink for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
Like, I never have. So, unless you get those, like those friend bartenders.
Yeah.
The ones that just pay attention to their friends that are there drinking. And I fucking hate it when you get those bartenders. It's like, this isn't a fucking hobby, asshole. This is a job.
Yeah.
I want to drink. Fuck your friends, all right? Stop it. Give me a fucking drink. So it's like that scene from Knocked Up where he reaches over the bar and like gets the beer.
Yeah.
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 You can't do that. You'll get arrested.
No, yeah, you will. You'll get thrown out.
Yeah. So there you go, man. If it makes you feel good, fucking do it. If it makes you feel awkward, then shit. It's your choice.
I'm going to ask one of them, though.
That'd probably be good. Or awkward.
It'll be awkward, but informative.
Mm-hmm.
So you did a Folly thing. What's the Follies again?
All right. So everyone, we've been talking about this for like the last couple of podcasts.
Some local production that's happening this weekend in Sandpoint, Idaho.
Yes. So if you want to know what this is, go to Facebook, type in the Follies. It's Follies. Follies. And there'll be a picture of like this white Mardi Gras kind of lady with the kissy lips and whatever. That's it. Now it's a charity drive run by a charity organization in town here called the Angels Over Sandpoint. And they use all their funds to help those less fortunate here in town. They do backpacks for children. They've done over 10,000 backpacks for less fortunate children for like schools and stuff like that. They've helped pay people's bills. They've helped with medical bills. They've done scholarships, all this stuff for people in town who can't afford it. And it is this just crazy in town, like everyone just get dressed and have like a shitstorm fun kind of fest and stuff like that. I wonder if I'm in this. He's looking up the videos. Oh, this was from last night. This was from last night. Oh my God, I didn't see all these photos put up.
No, there's only 9 of them.
Oh, there's only 9? Oh, they're going to have more, everyone. And I know they had people recording it, so I'm super excited to see what happens. But the Follies went fantastic.
It's a variety show.
Yeah, it's a variety show, and it's a comedy show. So you have things from like dance numbers to comedy sketches to people upstage telling jokes and stuff like that.
Nice.
And I'm in it. And my act is the drunken redneck striptease. And so I strip on stage for 400 something plus locals here in town.
For how long? Like a minute?
No, I strip for about 2.5 minutes.
Okay.
It's like a Magic Mike skit. And last night I had to accept it. I'm like, okay, not only are there coworkers in this audience that I have seen, there are firefighters in this audience who I work with. And then there's all my theatrical buddies, and there's complete strangers. So I fucking just went for it.
That's brutal.
But I nailed it, and I got yelled for an encore, which made me feel like really good. I was like, yeah, not bad. So, but it's tons of shit. If you're here in town, if you don't have your ticket for tonight, which tonight is the best night.
Why?
Fact, something about it. Like
really?
They say the Friday night is for the drunk young crowd that kind of like stumbles in. And the Saturday night is like the veterans, the ones that have been coming for years, and they get the rowdiest.
Gotcha.
So, but that's what happened last night. It was fucking great. Hammered on whiskey and beer and just enjoying it, running around in my underwear. It was a blast.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's your thing, but one year I think you just go see it just to fucking have some laughs.
I'll go 1 year.
Mm-hmm. They're good. Plus, it helps people.
Yeah, for sure.
So, and you don't have to feel awkward.
No. That's good stuff.
Yeah, it was amazing, guys. It was amazing. I love it. So,
I hope they make a lot of money.
Oh, dude, last night, since it's sold out, we have to be making like easily this weekend $40,000.
Like the second, like the balcony as well.
Yeah.
And everybody, it's a lot of seats.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a big theater.
Fuck yeah. All right, so
coffee. I love coffee.
I got some stuff here.
What's that?
Okay, so in April 1912, Cyril Evans was working as the telegraph operator on board the SS Californian on a voyage across the Atlantic. On the night of April 14th, 1912, the captain of the Californian, Stanley Lord, brought the ship to a halt as it had entered a wide ice field with many large icebergs. Lord came into the wireless operator's room and ordered Evans to warn other ships in the area of the ice. Evans proceeded to do just that, sending out wireless warnings to other ships in the area as that they were approaching ice. In the wireless room aboard the Titanic, operators Jack Phillips and Harold Bride were trying to get through a backlog of private messages they were to send from the ship to the United States, the destination of the Titanic on her maiden voyage. Phillips received Evans' ice warning message, but because the Californian was so close to the Titanic and Evans had his headset turned to full power, he almost blew the headset off Phillips' head. An angry Phillips told him to get off, and Phillips never passed along the ice warning to the bridge or the ship's captain. Evans felt he had done what he was ordered to do, switched off his radio set, and went to bed. A short time later, the Titanic, heading at full steam west towards America, came upon the ice Evans had tried to warn them about, struck an iceberg, and sank with the loss of over 1,500 people.
Shit.
Boom.
Oh, man.
Crazy, right? So
Yeah,
they
that's
were
funny.
warned about it.
Yeah. just goes to show the arrogance of being in the zone. Like this asshat think he's all important, like passing along these fancy messages to all the rich folks in America waiting for the Titanic to get there.
Yeah.
And he fucking shitstorms the whole situation by flipping out on this dude that's telling him something that to any person that sails is fucking important.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, there's fucking ice the size of your damn ship ahead of you. Maybe you should watch out. So,
Working through a backlog of private messages.
shit, man. That'd be so fucking frustrating.
That's crazy. I wonder if he died. Probably.
I don't know. Is there a list of the casualties
Oh, yeah.
in of the Titanic?
Yeah, I'm sure.
So we could look it up and see if this Philip whatever is dead, like died in that. It doesn't say, is that Jack Phillips? Yeah, Operator Jack Phillips, Titanic.
I feel like this is going to be hard to find.
Let's see. Casualty list for the Titanic. So Jack Phillips did say he died. It was a British wireless telegraph above the RMS Titanic. He served as a senior wireless
April
operator.
15th, 1912. That's it.
So he died.
Yeah, he did die.
He died. Shit.
Wireless officer.
That freaking sucks, man. Sorry, bro. Should have paid better attention. So, that's sad. I can't say that. That's the guy died. You know, we all make bad choices. We never know what's going to actually lead to it. But he freaking died because he put private messages ahead of a freaking nautical warning.
Yeah, you never know. You never know what it could be.
It's just like that phone call.
What phone call?
Like, have you ever had like anyone in your life that you kind of know can die at any time?
Like of health reasons?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
So
Yeah.
my dad's like that. So
Okay.
whenever my dad calls, I fucking answer
Yeah.
because I don't know if it's the last time I'm going to be able to talk to him.
Right.
So
Or like when you go visit your grandparents somewhere and then it's time to say goodbye, you're like, all right, goodbye.
like you said,
This could be the last
goodbye.
time. Yeah.
Yeah. So I got one left. So
Yeah.
I take special care with that. But
Yeah.
that's kind of like along the lines. Like you don't know if it is.
No.
Fuck.
Or it could have been like, Mike could have been like, man, that road's really slick, Brad. You probably shouldn't go driving out there tonight. Be like, okay.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, he went out and drove.
And you never got the text message or you never got the call.
Yeah.
You died. I'm like, I tried to save him. Blah.
Yeah.
So what made you look into that?
I was just scrolling through some shit.
Were you stuck in a Wikipedia hole?
No. I just went to I was scrolling through this list verse site. And it's
10 people whose warnings went unheeded.
it's just top 10 lists or all this shit. So I was just up here hitting random list and just reading through them.
Ooh, see right here, the top guys? I've really loved mythology. In Greek mythology, Cassandra was the daughter of the king of Troy. She was so beautiful, the god Apollo granted her the gift of seeing the future, but she freaking shot him down, and so he cursed her that she would be able to see the future, but no one would ever believe her.
Oh, that's gay.
Her things. So when she tells people her, like, fortunes, they don't believe her. So the one loophole, and she must have been really dumb to not see this, but you just reverse psychology them being like, oh, the Troys aren't going to totally destroy Troy, blah, 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 blah. And they don't believe her, so they think they are going to destroy Troy, and so they take it more seriously. But they never do that.
Yeah.
But they call the curse Cassandra's Tears.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah, and so that's really cool
That's
shit.
terrible. That's definitely a curse.
To like see, like it's like if you saw your dad or your friend get in a car accident and you're like, don't drive in your car tomorrow, and they don't fucking believe you no matter what you say. They don't believe you, and then they
Right.
go get in the car and they die anyways. You're just like, oh, that'd be terrible.
That's terrible, yeah.
Unheeded warnings. I wonder what were some of the other ones in that list
They were
that
all,
you thought were cool.
Well, I basically found the shortest one because I didn't want to have to read for like 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that that. This is, I don't know. These are all pretty long.
Eisenhower, Park,
That guy.
Cyril Evans. I wonder if like any of these, because like what are some?
Yeah, I
like,
don't want to read all this.
What are some like big disasters that have happened?
That have been like predicted or something? Maybe.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
There's some big ones. Like, did someone predict like Helen's was gonna blow and like no one knew about it, or did Helen's just
Forgot about that.
just go? So, because usually scientists are pretty up on freaking volcanoes, and then that freaking mountain blew. Speaking of which, we had a volcano eruption this week over in Indonesia.
Really?
Yeah. So there's like some really cool pictures of it and stuff like that. But that makes me wonder. Al Jazeera is always a good one to look at if you like international unbiased news.
6 movies that predicted disasters with eerie accuracy.
Oh, I don't know what this is.
Game of Death predicts the death of Brandon Lee, Bruce Lee's son.
What?
That's nuts.
Bruce Lee. That's such a sad.
Poltergeist predicts the exact date of its star's death. That's nuts.
The little girl. Shit. Oh, this is a little bit more sketchy shit. This isn't so much a made-for-TV movie predicts Christopher Reeve's paralysis.
Wow.
Damn that horse. Damn that horse that took down Superman.
Christopher Reeves.
The Wag the dog predicts a sex scandal and a convenient bombing. The Clinton thing. This is some interesting shit. Chinatown predicts Jack Nicholson's family secret. Oh, I don't know what this is. This is weird. Predict horrific murders.
Weird.
Huh. Okay. Well, I just wondered if, like, maybe there's some natural disasters. Some scientist is like, "Hey, this is gonna blow," and people are like, Psh, "Whatever."
Yeah.
Like the premise for Dante's Peak. Like, did that happen at any time?
Dante's Peak.
Yeah. Pierce Brosnan. I always say his damn name wrong, but he's like, "This mountain's gonna blow," and everyone's like, "You're retarded. This city needs to celebrate its heritage," and then the freaking mountain blows and a shit ton of people die.
Never seen it.
Never saw it?
Mm-mm.
Oh, dude, it's one of the classic 90s natural disaster
Really?
movies.
Oof.
Yeah.
With who? Seagal?
No, Pierce Brosnan.
Oh, Pierce Brosnan. I don't know why.
Yeah. And that was filmed down in Kellogg, which is south of us.
Oh, wow.
So, but it just makes you wonder.
Oh, yeah.
Because if someone predicts it, or if some people are saying it's going to happen, and there's a scientist that says, "No, it's not going to happen."
Yeah.
And then it happens, everyone freaking just crucifies that scientist.
Yeah. I don't think anything's going to happen.
Yeah, but when the scientist says something and everyone's like, "Nah, blah, 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 blah," you never hear about the scientist saying that.
Right.
Like, I've never heard of Cyril Evans.
No.
Ever.
No.
Until
me neither.
today. So, I wonder if they had that in the movie.
No.
No?
Mm-mm.
Did you watch it to go check?
No. But I would have remembered it. Oh, I hate that fucking song. Oh.
The fucking hand on the window. Fucking God, that scene is always the best.
Did you watch that Leonardo fucking Grammy or Oscar speech?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I was a little taken back. I thought he would be a little bit more angsty with his...
See how we went into Titanic, from Titanic to that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
okay.
That was a good lead. I like that. That was a good lead. So, but I thought he'd be like, "Fuck you guys, I finally got it. Fuck you all, I'm gone." Just like leave.
No.
But he's
classy.
Yeah, he talked about the Earth, which is cool.
Yeah.
That's good for it, man. Makes you wonder what's really happening with this planet.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you believe in climate change?
Oh, of course.
Do you think we're going to die?
Maybe not from that. I think we're going to die from an asteroid. Because there's fucking asteroids that fly by constantly.
Didn't one just like go off over the sea a little while ago?
Yeah, with the force of 500,000 pounds of TNT or something like that.
Oh, it was more than that. I think it was like 500,000 tons.
Oh, tons.
Of TNT.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, when you start talking like big explosions, like nuke level explosions, you're talking tons.
Right,
not
tons.
Yeah. So.
It's fucking ridiculous. We're in like a shooting gallery of asteroids.
Yes, we are.
Flying past us.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I don't like to think about that. It fucking gives me anxiety.
Yeah, just watch Deep Impact or Armageddon and have some fun with it.
Oh, yeah.
And so,
Armageddon.
yeah. Elijah Wood. Get to the mountains, get on a motorcycle, outrun a freaking giant-ass wave that's killing everybody.
What? Which one is that?
That's on Deep Impact.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's like one of his.
I
Like,
thought you were thinking that was Armageddon.
no, that's the Bruce Willis and Ben Affleck one. Right?
Yeah.
Ben Affleck's like, this little animal cracker's gonna get to your panties and he's gonna eat your panties. Bruce Willis is just doing his Bruce Willis thing.
That's the whole movie right there.
And then they fly up and they blow up a asteroid. It's freaking great.
Yeah.
So, wait, okay, what's the difference between an asteroid and comet? I forgot. This is a science thing. One's
I think
made
it's
of
a
ice.
size thing.
One's made out of ice and one's made out of rock. I think that's how it's supposed to go. I think an asteroid is rock, and I think a comet is ice. I think that's it. Everyone, like, public school. What? Neil deGrasse Tyson's gonna have a fucking
Composition, as in what they are made of. Asteroids are made up of metals and rocky material, while comets are made up of ice, dust, and rocky material.
There we go. Okay, and comets are the ones that have those fucking long ass tails.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're the ones that have long tails. And I think in Armageddon, that's what it is. It's a comet. It's not an asteroid.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm pretty positive that's what it is. Because they have to fly in through the tail and all that shit. And then
Weird, dude. That's
yeah.
a fucking weird movie.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Michael Clark Duncan.
Yeah. I met that guy.
Really?
That is a Chargers football game. We was doing security for the Marines because the Marine company's down there to kind of get their funds for their Marine Corps ball, which is it's the Marines' birthday in November.
In Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, you can do it anywhere.
Oh, okay.
I did one in San Diego, did one in Vegas, all that stuff. But they have to raise the money for it. And so they take security contracts for companies around the state. So we
Nice.
used to do security for the Chargers games.
Nice.
So you have Marines standing security. And we were on the level where all the celebrities were. So I saw Kevin James, Adam Sandler, Michael Clark
Really?
Duncan, all that stuff.
Is he big?
He is not as big as they make him look
Really?
in the
But he's still
like
big.
the Green. Oh yeah, he's obviously big.
Green Mile.
He was wearing the salmon kind of like button-up shirt, and he didn't look just as tanked, ripped as he does in the movies.
Yeah.
But I had a sergeant major that was like that. In his uniform, he looked just kind of like a normal fit guy. But
Yeah.
then when he took it off, it was like fucking Flanders on The Simpsons, where he takes off that sweater and all of a sudden he's fucking jacked. You know?
Yeah.
I think Michael Clark Duncan was kind of like that. But he wasn't as tall as I thought he was going to be, which surprised me. And he was really, I mean, that deep voice.
Yeah.
He's really soft-spoken.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he didn't talk very much, dude. We were just security. We weren't nothing
Yeah.
special. But he said hi. He said thanks for your service and all that kind of stuff. And then
Oh.
he went in his private box with Adam Sandler and Kevin James. So
Wow.
it was cool to meet him. It was
That's cool.
Yeah. And then he died, I think, a few years later after
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Freaking sucks, man.
It does suck.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so for let's go ahead and do the Brad's Weekly segment for music.
Oh, shit.
So for this week, I'm doing 21 Pilots. All right? 21 motherfucking Pilots. It's an amazing group. It's these two guys. They're very, very musical. One usually plays the drums. One usually plays the keyboard and sings. And they came on the scene in a big way in 2013 with their album Vessel, which is a very good album. And my favorite song was Car Radio. It's a very good song off that album. And they really gained a lot of recognition through that. The song Car Radio is good. It's about his car radio got stolen out of his car, so now he doesn't have this distraction of music in his car.
Oh,
So
shit.
now he starts thinking about like really deep shit, like why we're here on this planet and like, you know, troubles in his own life, and he's pissed off that he doesn't have his car radio to distract him from thinking, from letting his mind wander. So it's a badass song in that aspect. And then they say it's really hard to come with like a second album, like a lot of people make these really classic first albums, and they can never kind of replicate that. It's really hard. But then last year they came back with a badass album called Blurry Face, and the song Stressed Out. It was a number one album on the Billboard Top 100 or whatever, and the Stressed Out song is still playing on the radio constantly, and that's a really good song too. Very good lyrics, a lot of hip-hop influence, a lot of like alternative rock kind of influence, kind of like the Killers kind of style-y,
Interesting.
but with like some serious like hip-hop influenced verses and stuff like that.
What are they called again?
21 Pilots.
21 Pilots.
Yeah, spelled out, not
Spelled
the
out,
numbers.
not the numbers. Okay, 21
Yeah.
Pilots. Interesting.
So I heard about them in North Dakota in 2013. My buddy Rico played me a song of theirs called Migraine, which was a good song off their first album. And in the beginning, I heard the lyrics. I was like, oh, my God, like, I'm not a 14-year-old girl. Turn this shit off. Because it sounded like really whiny and just like, I don't know.
I miss you.
So I was like, turn this off. And it sucked. And so then later when I heard the song Car Radio, I was like, oh, fuck, this is 21 Pilots. So then I revisited it. Because usually I'll hate stuff that I really love. I'll have hated it first.
Yeah.
That happens time and time again, and that's what happened here. But I fully recommend them, and yeah, it's good stuff.
Not bad. We got
Very good stuff.
We got to get away to play a little piece of the song.
I knew you were
really
gonna say
think
that.
you guys got to hear that. You know, we talked about this a little while ago this
Yeah.
week. But
You guys have to go discover it on your own.
Yeah.
Don't let me pick the song. You guys got to go discover your song and
do the work yourselves.
yeah, put in some work.
Lazy bastards.
Or maybe you won't look at it, and then later in life you'll hear about it, and you'll be like, oh yeah, I remember when Brad recommended that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you come back and you'll check on us, and we'll be on
Yeah.
episode 2000 something. It's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh God, I've been hearing about some new music this week as well, but I'm gonna have to look it up so I can tell you guys more about it because I still don't know a lot about them. So
Oh, okay.
it's a group called Golden Rules. And
Nice.
I've listened to some of the music, but I don't know anything about them. That's all I know. And it's
Never heard of it.
yeah, like it astounds me how much music is out there that we don't hear about.
Yeah, there's a lot.
I mean, going on Pandora, that's just playing like the top people.
Yeah.
And a lot of them, I'm like, I've never heard of these people.
Yeah.
But for every one of those, there's like another 1,000 fucking people that play music that you never knew about. Like the Shook Twins here in town.
Yeah.
They're fucking huge in Portland, which makes complete sense.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking hipster hippies.
Yeah.
So Portland's like nerdgasms over them. And then you've got like
That's funny.
Seneca, my bro, who sings here in town, who doesn't sing for any kind of band, but he fucking should because he's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And like 21 Pilots, I've never heard of them. And they've been around for how long?
Since like 09 or 08, but they really didn't blow up until the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have Jamiroquai, who I just got back into, who's been freaking performing since the like 91, and I never knew he fucking existed.
Yeah.
There's just so much out there, man.
There's so much. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, yeah, I bounce around a lot.
It makes
Sometimes I'll get locked into hip hop and that's
Yeah.
it. Then other times I'll get like locked into country.
Mhm.
Then other times I'll get locked into this alternative stuff
yeah. Do you find like it's
or pop, just pop. It's I don't know.
like a wave kind of thing?
Oh yeah,
Like when you say, hey, to listen to this music. I mean, I guess that's like that for
yeah.
everybody.
yeah,
But like you'll listen to one album and it hits you on like oh, I'm really sad level, and then like you listen to the album and it hits you on like, oh, I'm a really happy level.
yeah. It's definitely.
Music's amazing, man.
It is amazing.
It's really cool.
When I listening to pop music, it's like overwhelmingly positive.
Mhm.
There's no depressing aspect to it, really. I mean, even like I guess Adele is kind of like depressing, that kind of style,
Yeah.
but it's still kind of positive in a way. I don't know. Listening to hip hop is more just like either they're overcoming stuff in their lives or they're just throwing money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm making money, bitches gonna have it. Never. Wait, no, that's not. So, but yeah, I think Adele is positive in a way that like the saying "misery loves company."
yeah.
You listen to, her, you're like, oh, I'm not the only one with the crushed, destroyed soul.
Yeah.
It's like fuck everything. I'm not alone.
I
So-
did hate Adele at first, but now I don't really mind her that much.
Do you?
I
like
can't
her.
remember the
Talented. Extremely talented. Nowhere will I ever be as talented as her.
My problem with her is that
Still
she's not
annoying.
attractive.
So,
I just can't get into it when she's
like
not
you
attractive.
like you said to me when I said fuck Kanye, look at the person, not look at the artist,
Yeah,
not the
yeah.
person.
But when I look at just the music, I like it.
Okay, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't really like bands or girls that just like every damn album's about a breakup.
I like it.
Every fucking album's about a breakup. Taylor Swift
Like
is
Taylor
like that.
Swift, yeah.
Oh God, it's like shut up. Like date different men.
Yeah.
Maybe you're the one with the problem, and it's not these guys. Maybe you're the one that's fucked in the head because everyone keeps leaving you because you're psycho.
Yeah.
So
I think maybe they just get locked into that, and then they think that's what their fans want. They just want the breakup song, so then they're just locked in, and they just can't artistically or whatever. Go anywhere else.
Or maybe it's not even them. You know, like it's weird how much power like the agents and the production companies have over what they put out.
They'll be like, Taylor, nobody wants to hear you happy. You know what they want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They want
Let's
you.
sell some records here.
Yeah. And so that makes you wonder about that fucking train wreck, Miley Cyrus. Like, is she doing that because that's what she wants to do, or is she doing it because that's what people are telling her she needs to do?
Yeah, probably people are telling her.
Mm-hmm. No one's listening to you, Cyrus. You need to be angsty like Lady Gaga. That's how Lady Gaga got popular.
Oh yeah.
It's like, okay.
I like Gaga now.
Mm-hmm. I'm so happy that Cyrus is off. Like, you don't see her on the fucking news all the time now.
And I hated that Wrecking Ball song when it came out. You know that song?
Yeah.
But now I think it's kind of good.
Oh, God. Now the novelty is worn off and now you can enjoy it.
Yeah.
Did you see her outfit for that last concert she did?
No.
With the metal bikini with the fake boobs molding to look like she was topless, and then she has like this crazy like 1980s rocker wig and then a giant strap on.
Oh God, she's crazy.
Yeah, that chick's fucked in the head, man. And her dad's just over there like, I don't know, my achy breaky heart. Shit. You know what, celebrities? I know you have to deal with a lot of shit, but God, man.
Okay, so we can add this. We can add another segment to the show if you'd like.
What's the other segment? What do you got?
So I found this advice column.
Clark's Rant. You, me, and him?
This chick named Mallory for this column called Dear Prudence. This is from, Slate.com. On online, this Mallory chick is online weekly to chat live with readers and like give out advice. So then they put this all into an edited transcript so that you can read it. So I was figuring I can read one of these and you can give people advice. What do you think?
What makes her so fancy schmancy?
I don't know, dude.
You just like her? Is that she entertained you? Is that why you want to use her?
No, I actually haven't. I read one of these. I have two of them. I only read one. But we don't have to. We're not going to read what she answers. We're just going to read the question of the people that write in, and then you can give them the people advice.
Yo, so I give people advice.
Yeah. So this is going to be like Dear Mike.
Fuck yeah, because I like to open my fucking mouth and tell you people what to do.
Yeah.
So I mean, why not? That's why you have life experience. Everyone likes to give advice, but no one likes to get advice.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
All right, so that's the thing. All right, so I'll read the question in my sexy radio
I'll read
voice.
the question.
You want to read it?
Yeah, you have to answer it.
All right, fine, fuck, do it.
I'll help you, but...
Okay, let's go for it.
Okay, so, Dear Mike, husband is interested in a threesome with his best friend. My husband and I are in our 20s. We've been together over 10 years and have 2 kids. Our sex life is great, but my husband does masturbate a lot. I haven't read this one. He found a porn video with a girl who looks exactly like me. Super creepy. He asked me several times if I had cheated on him. About a week later, he asked me if I would want to have a threesome with his childhood best friend, someone I've known for 18 years. He said he picked him because he's seen him naked before and because he's not married and not attractive at all, although my husband says he's not that bad, and therefore not a threat to steal me away. I don't know if it's just super gross and offensive because of who he picked, or if I would feel like that with anyone. We do like to get kinky, but I don't know about this. Please help. Please, Mike. What is she supposed to do?
Holy fuck. Okay, well, first off, let's say me and my husband
Is the husband
are in our 20s. So 20s, like young 20s or like late 20s? Okay, that's like something
20s.
needs to be stipulated.
Really?
I'm going to assume mid-20s, so I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. We've been together for over 10 years and have 2 kids. So
like high school sweethearts.
So you're a young couple
Yeah.
that has kids, has gotten married, all that stuff. Okay,
But even in their 20s, they're trying to get into a threesome?
Well, that's kind of like, no. That's when a lot of people think you do all this kinky shit, which is true, college and all that kind of stuff. But they say a lot of people aren't emotionally mature enough or set in their character to be able to do something that emotionally charged. Because the threesome isn't just like, I'm horny, you're horny, let's fuck another person. No, like there's a shit ton of stuff that goes along with that. You know, because now you're dealing with you're dealing with territorial issues.
Oh.
You're dealing with self-value issues, self-image. Now you're wondering if you're a good lover or if you are the better lover. And it just opens a fucking Pandora's box.
Gotcha.
So going for a threesome, that's cool. They say threesomes should always be kept neutral. The biggest thing is you need to go over the rules, negotiations. You talk about, okay, this is happening, but you can't kiss her on the lips,
Right.
or you can't penetrate or anything like that.
Right.
So like this shit, like professionally with people, like couples that do this all the time, it's almost like a fucking business transaction at the beginning. So I would say that the fact that you are uncomfortable even thinking about with this guy, that's a huge red flag, and I wouldn't go for it.
She said, I don't know if it's just super gross or offensive because of who he picked, or if I would have felt that way with anyone.
Okay, so let's.
Maybe she'd be more open if the guy was different.
Maybe,
or this is a guy,
or she picked him. So
yeah.
So here, let's dissect this down. So our sex life is great, but my husband does masturbate a lot. Men fucking masturbate. Women masturbate. Thousands upon thousands of studies have shown that people who masturbate have better sexual experiences. Women are able to come more if girls masturbate. So you should be masturbating a lot too. Now, there are certain situations where there's a idiosyncratic masturbatory style. That's a big old term. Idiosyncratic masturbatory style. What happens is when a person masturbates a particular way all the time, constantly, their sexual basis goes towards that kind of style. So like if you have a guy that masturbates dry, just uses straight friction, he's a friction-based orgasm, which means that a chick that gets really wet is not going to be able to get him off very easily. And then you have
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I got a lot of knowledge for this shit. I do a lot of reading. Now it goes.
I do a lot of reading.
It goes. I do a lot of listening too. Now it goes the other way. If a woman masturbates in a specific way, let's say she masturbates in the shower, uses a shower head, because I know ladies really like those shower heads. That's why I bought one for my girl. So TMI. But with that kind of, you now become.
I'm gonna eat my chocolate.
Yeah, just enjoy it.
Okay.
Enjoy. You now have become an outside-based clitoral orgasmer. So, like, penetrative orgasm is not your style. So that's how it works. So the fact that he masturbates is not a problem in and of itself. You having a problem with the masturbating is a freaking problem, because that's natural, and you should no way try to inhibit his sexual style. Just like he would have no right to tell you not to do it. So
what about the porn video?
Now he found a porn video with a girl who looks exactly like me. Super creepy.
Is it creepy?
No, I don't think it's creepy at all. In fact, to be honest, the fact that he's finding a girl that he really likes that looks just like you is something that you should be pretty happy about, because he's not looking for the exact opposite of you.
Can I just say something on a side note here?
Go ahead.
The porn these days is absolutely incredibly phenomenal.
Yes.
Phenomenal. Like, these people deserve an award because of their creativity, their innovation, the production value, the fucking pure gem that it has become.
Yeah.
Okay,
and
so that was all I had to say.
I went onto a porn studio when I was in San Diego. I had a buddy of mine who worked for one, and he invited me along because I wanted to see what it was like. And I will say one thing. That shit is fucking weird to witness seeing it being made. There is makeup. There's freaking pauses. They have to do weird-ass positions so you can see your fun angles. You have a cameraman an inch away from your fucking ass while you're getting railed. Yeah. It is an entirely different experience. So much work goes into this crap. Obviously, there's the amateur companies that do the nasty shit, but whatever. That's just my style. I don't like those. But like the big porn companies, it's a lot of work. Fuck. So back to him having a girl that looks like you. That's good. He's looking for someone who's like you, so obviously he's attracted to you.
Yeah, isn't that better than him watching someone that's the exact opposite of you?
Yeah, so why are you getting creeped out? Like, you afraid of the fact that he's finding someone attractive who looks like you but isn't you? I could see how that's weird, but I think you're in your damn head too much. So he asked several times if I'd cheat on him. This is where it gets touchy. This is a personal experience. People who randomly start wondering if infidelity is occurring are usually guilty of infidelity, because now it's a self-destructive kind of thing. They've now done it. They're now worried about it. So now they're seeing red flags all over, like if you're doing it, which doesn't mean you're doing it, obviously, but they notice things more. So are you checking your phone a lot and you're not letting them see your phone? Or do you have your phone with you wherever you go all the time? Are you talking about a friend at work that you never used to talk about a lot, but now you talk about all the time? And now,
Oh man.
I mean, there's so many signs of infidelity. But the fact that he is just now talking to you about this is a red flag. About a week later, he asked if I wanted to have a threesome with a childhood best friend, someone I've known for 18 years.
With his childhood best friend.
Yeah, his childhood best friend.
Now,
So,
the crazy thing is, he wouldn't have asked that. I don't think he would have asked that unless he has had the conversation with this dude already.
yes.
So that was probably really weird, that
Yeah.
conversation. Like, dude, you know my wife, right?
I think your husband's bi or is now bi-curious.
Yeah.
I'm just saying this. And the fact that he's asking you now if you have cheated on him, maybe you're not telling us the whole story. Maybe there's some shit going on that you're doing that's making him getting weirded out. Maybe you've been reading 50 Shades of Grey and he thinks you want some more kinkiness that he's not comfortable giving. And so now he's kind of freaking out thinking that he can't satisfy you sexually. And so now he's sacrificing well, in a way, maybe I'm getting to think. Maybe he's worried that you want something more than he can give. So he's going to the extreme without thinking about it, and he's
Maybe.
offering this guy. That's another side. But from what I'm reading here, if this
Yeah.
is all true, he asked you if you're cheating on him, and then a week later he offers a threesome with his friend. I wouldn't be surprised if he's gone bi-curious and has experimented with this childhood friend of his.
Yeah, well, the next line.
Yeah. So about a week, blah, 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 blah. I've known for 18 years. He said he picked him because he's seen him naked before. Males seeing their friends naked, that's not that unusual because
Yeah, that's
you
true.
change and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And because he's not married and not attractive. So, like, does he mean like you don't think he's attractive? Or does he think that his friend's not attractive? Like, does she clear that up? Because he's seen him naked, he's not married, he's not attractive at all. Ew, although my husband says he's not that bad. And therefore not a threat to steal me away. I don't know if it's super gross and offensive because of who he picked or if I would feel like that with anyone. So that's a good question. Like,
Shouldn't they just have a threesome with another chick?
no, because obviously he wants another threesome with a dude. It's either that, and like going back to the other thing, maybe he's worried you want something more kinky, and women usually want, when a guy thinks about it, he imagines a woman wants a threesome with another guy instead.
Oh.
So,
His friend was probably just complaining like, dude, I'm single, I hate it, I'm ugly, I haven't got laid in a year. And the guy's like, oh, I got an idea.
yeah, I to be honest, I with all this information she's given me, I'm assuming that he's become bi-curious in his age because they've been in a long-term relationship since they were in their young teens. And you grow just from the age of like 19 to 25, you grow freaking light years. You make character choices, you change, you become totally new people. That's why people who get married young
Yeah.
tend to divorce around their mid-20s to like early 30s because that's when you're like establishing who you are.
Yeah.
And if you're not along the same path or you're not making compromises that make you happy, it breaks.
Right.
So say this, Chica. One, you need to not be grossed out by your husband's sexuality, especially because you're like, for better or for worse. If it's to the point where you just can't accept for like what kind of sexual style he's going for, then you need to end it. Because if you're not willing to work for it, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Him freaking out thinking you're cheating on him, then offering a threesome with a friend he's known for a long time who specifically chose after a week, I think he's kind of gotten bi-curious and has probably experimented with this guy and now
Jesus.
wants to experiment with you involving him so he can feel less guilty about the fact that he's cheated on you with this guy.
Oh, God.
So that's something to look into. So all that aside, good fucking luck because that's a freaking train wreck. That's a hell of a situation. So makes me
right.
wonder what she said.
Oh, good. Okay, well, let's...
I want to know what she said.
Uh,
I'm trying to imagine a world where husbands, what is that? Imagine the world your husband lives in, where finding someone deeply unattractive is considered a good reason to sleep with them. Darling, you know how you think Hank is physically repulsive. Well, I think that makes him an absolute ideal candidate for a threesome. Well, that's like the main fear that people have in threesomes. Like, what if he's a better lover? What if she's a better lover? And then they leave. I mean, God, there's a whole porn demographic made over that principle, which is called cuckold. Have you heard of it?
Yeah.
Oh man, I was like, I can't even watch that because that's scary. Because everyone doesn't want to be replaced by someone who is a better lover,
Right.
Because like it just like slams your sexual worth.
Right.
Shit, this is a hell of a question, dude. I like this. This is fun.
I got another one.
You got another one?
Yeah.
Shit.
All right. So number 2. Dear Mike, dear Prudence, dear Mike.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like a bad joke, but my cheating husband stepped into the street, got hit by a semi, and died. Instead of going through a difficult divorce, I have inherited all of his assets and am a very wealthy woman. I have no idea how to deal with any of this. I held a memorial and didn't stay long. I felt like a fraud. Friends told me that his mistress showed up in tears. Apparently she is a single mom, and my husband was paying for her apartment and her son's private school. Am I crazy to want to reach out and maybe help her? My circle of friends runs the gamut from glee to indifference about her fate. My husband and I had been drifting apart for a while before he died. I can't process anything right now rationally and could use an outside perspective. Signed, help his mistress, ?
Fuck. Oh my god. Well,
it sounds like she's the mistress.
sounds like she's the mistress.
Could be.
I don't see how she.
Maybe the kid. Apparently, she's a single mom. Maybe the kid is her husband's kid.
Maybe that it might have been.
No, I bet if he's sleeping with, if he's at their house every night, then she's not the mistress.
Yeah. So well, you guys were breaking up, so you were getting to the point where you were either going to come to the crossroads of let's try to make this work or it's over. In which case, you probably would have gotten a healthy alimony settlement. You wouldn't have gotten child support because it doesn't sound like you have a kid.
Right.
Those people would have not been legally entitled to any of that inheritance unless they can be proven that that child is his,
Right.
kid. Or maybe he established in his will that the woman would get money. In that case, if it's established through a legal will, you really have no choice but to give them money.
She said, "I've inherited all his assets."
Yeah, so you've got it all. So now it's coming down to what kind of person you want to be. I mean, obviously this was ending. You've now avoided that whole dirty divorce thing. You've inherited a way to take care of yourself, and you've seen a person who is in a situation of trouble. A single mom with a kid who can't afford her house. I mean, maybe she has a job and she can afford her house, and your husband just happened to be paying for it. The private school is that's a luxury. A kid doesn't need to be in a private school.
It is a luxury. I say pay her.
You say pay her?
Mm-hmm.
Why is that?
Because it sounds like this chick's over it, and she's very wealthy.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like she has been over it for a while.
Yeah.
And that her husband was her husband was cheating.
Yeah, they were drifting apart.
It's not really about him.
It's more about her.
I guess maybe the other lady doesn't deserve any money, but you could just give her just write her a check for like $20,000 or something.
Yeah. In that situation, my divorce covering infidelity was rather dirty. Infidelity on both sides, things just got really bad. If I was in your situation and it had happened like this, I would help. That's the first thing I would do is I would help, because it seems like you want to help. And don't listen to your friends on this thing right now. The circle friends, I know the friends deeply affect who we are as people, but now this is a personal choice. Because you're the one that dealt with the infidelity. You're the one that is seeing this single woman with a child, and you are starting to wonder if you should help them. Are you feeling like you should help them because you're worried about what people would think, or you want to help them because that's just what you want to do?
Right.
If it's what you want to do, fucking help them.
Right.
I mean, obviously make it known that this chick fucking ruined your marriage. Like, I would tell that person. That would be the first thing. Be like, you fucking ruined my marriage. Things were going the way where it was going to end. It happened that it ended. But I'm willing to help you for a while. I wouldn't fucking carry them along because that's just fucked up. And one, is this woman even going to take the money? Yeah,
right. Maybe just have a conversation with her.
Yeah. Talk to her about it. So, but shit, why not help her? If you want to help her, why not help her?
Yeah.
What's wrong with being a positive force in the world? So take that shitty situation of a man cheating on his wife and make
This
it
is
into
nuts.
and make it into something positive where you have stepped over this jealousy and this hurt, and you've gone to the level of wanting to help somebody.
But it's like,
in a
what
bad
if I was
situation.
married to a chick and she was cheating on me with some dude and she died? Am I?
And you got all the money?
Yeah, and she was wealthy and I got all of her money. I would not want to help some dude.
Yeah, well, that's
You
who you
know?
are. But she's not in that situation. She's in the situation where she wants to help.
Yeah, she does want to.
So you can't look at it from where you are. You got to look at it from where she is. And
I'm feeling like this is a very female thing right here.
yeah. Well, it's another thing. Like it's another thing to like think about an infidelity case this way. People just want to be loved and feel wanted and accepted and desired and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's in no way a personal attack on you if somebody finds love or acceptance in another person. It's just how life is. Human, especially society, people have been like, oh, monogamy, that's the way it is. When you're with somebody, you're with them for the rest of your life. Fucking no. You change all the time.
Yeah.
Like, experiences change you. The way things happen in life change you.
Yeah.
So to expect that you're going to be in love with somebody forever without any kind of work or any kind of commitment on one pathway is absolutely retarded. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Those marriages that have lasted for 50 years.
Yeah.
Now, besides like the 0.0001% of those who are just destined soulmates to be together, I guarantee you every couple that has made it to that, like, we've been married 50 years, blah, 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 has had this battle of either infidelity or desire to wander or like having character changes that they have to work through.
Right.
I mean,
or like they were separated for a while,
Yeah.
worked it out.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, when some of my grandparents died, I found out stuff about their marriages I didn't even fucking like suspect. But that's just how it is. So I would say if you want to help her, help her. Fuck, why not? If it makes you happy. It's just like, do you want to tip the to-go person or do you not? Does it make you happy to do it?
I feel like
or
I have
do
no
not?
choice.
You feel like you have no choice?
Yeah.
Well, maybe she feels like she has no choice right here. But in the end, whatever you're going to be able to sleep with and live with for the rest of your life,
Yeah.
do that rather than regretting. I mean, fuck. It's not simple, but it is.
Mm.
You know, you can make the choice or you don't. But can you live with yourself in the morning when you wake up? That's the main question.
That's it.
So I say, fucking, if that's what you want to do it.
Mm.
If that's what you don't want to do, then don't do it. In no way are you personally attacking this woman. She is running her own life with her family, her kid. She's a grown adult. She needs to buck up and take care of herself.
Right. True.
But if you want to help, then help. So what does she say? If you're not in therapy already, I hope you make an appointment.
It may be that you're feeling guilty about inheriting money from your cheating husband before you had the chance to leave him, and you feel that offering his former lover money would alleviate your discomfort. Maybe that's a thing.
That's another thing, yeah.
I don't think you should do anything right now. Private school is not a necessity. This woman is not in danger, so you don't have to feel responsible or guilty about her current financial situation.
Mm-hmm.
Consider, too, that she is currently grieving your husband's loss and may not be well equipped to speak with you.
Yeah.
In a few months or years from now, after talking it over with a therapist, you decide you'd like to speak with her. You may find some closure or a sense of connection that provides you with some solace. But there's no rush. Focus on yourself and dealing with your loss.
Mm-hmm. Now, I will say, like, this is just a personal standpoint that I have. I believe therapists are rather useful.
Yeah.
I don't think that they are required. That's why you have family. That's why you have friends. That's why you have yourself. You see these people that go to therapists for years and years and years over basic abilities to choose and to grow. Like, oh, work is so stressful. I don't know what to do. I can't handle it. I need someone to talk to. I need somebody. No. Look at yourself. Take some time for yourself and make a fucking choice. Maybe you need to change your schedule. Maybe you need to like change what you want in life. Do you want to be wealthy in materials or do you want to be wealthy? And because there are some poor people, and this is just like a quoting thing, some poor people are richer than the rich people.
Yeah.
Because they don't need all that shit. They feel no desire to have the fast cars or the huge house or the fucking jet. So they're happy with what they have.
Yeah.
And then you on the other side, you have people that dictate happiness with material things.
Right.
So therapists do a lot of work, especially with the mentally unstable. But all these people, they're saying, go see a therapist about this basic life choice.
Right.
You know what? You don't need that. I didn't need a therapist to get through my divorce. My divorce was a fucking nightmare. What I needed to get through it was time to myself, a lot of reading, and friends and family.
Yeah.
So
you're going to say alcohol.
No, not alcohol.
Okay.
So it's just, you need to fight the battle yourself. You don't.
Have you ever been to a therapist?
Yeah, I've been through a therapist before. And by the
was
end,
it a woman or a man?
It was a woman.
Okay.
So, and by the end, it was kind of to the point where I'm like, okay, why am I paying this person this much money per hour to do this?
You just kind of run around in circles with them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they're always saying, come back next week. They are making money off of you.
Serious money.
So it's like, I understand they're there to help, and there are things that only they can help with by understanding the way a mind works.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just need to fucking do it yourself. So this whole oh, your boyfriend broke up with you and you're having a hard time, go see a therapist.
Yeah.
Oh, you lost your job and you're having a hard time, go see a therapist. It's like, no, fucking deal with it your goddamn self. Just go.
Yeah.
So she had good advice though. I mean, some of that I really agreed with.
Yeah.
So this is fun.
Yeah, I like them. You want to keep doing them when on the next couple?
Let's do one. Let's do one next time.
Okay.
Let's do, because I've been talking a lot, and I don't think we've had a lot of Brad. And
no, we had Brad in the beginning.
That's good. Let's get some Brad in there, and
I was talking about
and that helps feed my. I like to fucking talk a lot. And
yeah, that's good.
So I hope you all enjoyed it. And if you don't fucking agree with it, please write me why, because then I'll be able to learn from you. Giving your point of views.
Yeah.
I would really like that. Because you don't learn by
fuck you, Mike. She shouldn't have a threesome. Sex is for a man and a woman, not two men.
Yeah,
and
you don't
a
have
woman.
those people. So, closet gays.
Yes.
No, that's not true. It's not true. So.
All right, episode 11, The Point Podcast.
What?
We'll be back next week for episode 12.
Mm-hmm. Wait. What's next weekend?
I think it's like the 11th or some shit.
Oh, yeah, we'll be back next weekend.
The 12th.
I go to Hawaii next Tuesday. I'm so fucking excited. Hey, any of you who live in Maui, if you by chance have had to hear this, I don't know if anyone here has been to Maui or lives in Maui. I'm coming to Maui. So please tell me, what should I go do that doesn't involve being on a fucking tour with all these other people with cameras surrounding me? Because I just want to...
Like going to see dolphins jumping around and shit on a tour?
I just want to blend in, man. I mean, that's what I did in Portland.
Yeah.
And I got to see some cool stuff. But that's how I always like to do vacations. I like to see the...
So you're just going to go walk the beach and just wander.
We're just going to have fun.
Cool.
We're not going to be the whole like...
Right.
And like 300 people around us going... Oh. No, I fucking hate that shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, yeah, next episode 12 will be on the 12th.
Bye, everybody. I
March.
love you, heart-shaped, loving. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Oh, that was good. That's fun.